The Razorbacks are just 5 weeks away from their season opener. Even though today was a light practice, not wearing full pads or a scrimmage, the Hogs still brought energy to the field.
I was really excited today. Obviously, the first day they're flying around, good tempo, kind of what you would expect. Our players that have maturity, guys that have experience, were very locked in, very few errors.
A player that stood out and has grown the most to Bielema is offensive lineman Brian Wallace, who is practicing with the starting front today.
I think if you asked a lot of guys, especially the old linemen, who made the biggest jump this summer, I think B-Wall would be a guy that would get a lot of votes. Just looks different in everything he's doing, his confidence level, his just everything. It's pretty impressive.
Dre Greenlaw was out of the walking boot and going through drills today with the new defense, but Bielema is still limiting his time on the field.
Dre and Jay Red, both guys that have played a lot of football, just aren't quite clear to go 100%. So they were out there at the beginning when you guys saw them. We limited them a little bit in team, but I saw Dre jumped in there at the end. So I think he's tired of that plan. I think he wants to get in there and mix it up, but we do got to be smart about the way we rep him.
The Hogs will be back at it tomorrow. It'll be another light practice, but Saturday they will don full pads for the first time. In Fayetteville, Brooke Grimsley, 5 News Sports. The Razorbacks have completed the first 3 days of fall practice, and as hoped, Devois Whaley is emerging as the front runner to fill the void of not having Raleigh Williams this fall, but another running back is also standing out. With the retirement of Raleigh Williams, sophomore Devois Whaley is stepping into the role as the Hogs' star running back this fall. Last season, in his debut, he rushed for over 600 yards and 3 touchdowns. The Hogs also gained some more experience during the offseason from South Carolina transfer David Williams. Both are proving to be a serious threat on the ground for the Hogs this season.
Good. Devois really stepped up. Devois, having that year under his belt and everything, he knows what to do. He knows the protections. He knows where to go. And then I think the addition of David Williams has been really good. You see a guy that has stepped in. He's mature. He's very bright. He's very good in pass protection. He's good catching the ball. He's very patient as a runner. And Chase and Malik both have been really good. As we know, more than one of them is going to play, but I think we've got some good options.
St. Louis was looking to split the 4-game series with the Diamondbacks today in hopes of gaining some ground against the NL Central leading Cubs. Cardinals and D-backs from Busch Stadium. Let's go to the bottom of 6. St. Louis down 2-0. Jose Martinez comes up to the plate and changes that with one swing opposite field, and that one is way gone. 2-run bomb, and that one ties the game at 2. We're going to see some more from Martinez a little bit later on. In the 8th right now, flies to right. It's going to be caught, but it's deep enough to get another plated run. 3 RBIs for Martinez on the day. The good news, the St. Louis Cardinals split the 4-game series with the Diamondbacks thanks to the 3-2 win today. The bad news, of course, the Cubbies also won. Well, the final round of the RBC Canadian Open today, Charlie Hoffman led by 1 stroke at the start, but the 4-time PGA Tour winner had some stiff competition at the top of the leaderboard. Ian Poulter had the round of the day. Here he is at the 15-hole par 3. Nice tee shot. That one's going to roll over to set it up for a nice birdie. He fired a 64 on the day. 18th hole, Charlie Hoffman needs the eagle putt to win, but just misses it and settles for a birdie, taking it to a sudden death playoff with Jonathan Vegas. 18th hole, par 5, first playoff hole. Johnny Vegas gets the birdie on the extra hole. Hoffman can't make it to keep the play going. Vegas, he wins the Canadian Open. Vegas closed with a 7-under 65 to match Hoffman at 21 under. He now has 3 PGA Tour titles. The President's Cup is on a lot of golfers' minds right now, and his win today nearly locks up a spot on the international team.
The President's Cup has been on my mind the whole year, especially after winning here last year, putting myself in a good position to make the team, and it'll be awesome. I mean, Nick Price is such a great guy. I've always liked him, and I feel like making that team would be something special in my career. So I think I did a step forward to that. So hopefully keep playing that well and make the team.
For 2 straight rounds, Pro Hog David Lingmerth has remained the top name on the Quicken Loans national leaderboard. Round 3 yesterday, he was hoping to hold on to that sole lead. The course was as challenging as ever, even with the greens being soft after a 90-minute weather delay. Leader David Lingmerth here at the 8th saves par going to the 12th hole, par 3, Sung Kang. makes it look super easy. Look at that nice tee shot, and it just floats. Sets it up perfectly for a birdie shot, and he moves to 6 under after that one. Going over to the 14th hole, Lingmerth again drives the par 4, sets up the 2-putt birdie. Lingmerth shot a 3 over 73, but it's enough to hold a 1-shot lead over Daniel Summerhays going into today's final round. Despite not having as hot of a round yesterday, it was still enough to lead the very competitive field. He dropped to 7 under. Lingmerth and Summerhays will tee off at 1:05 p.m. This week, Nate Thompson was formally introduced as the Diamond Hogs' new assistant coach, and Thompson has already hit the ground running in his new role, picking up where Tony Vitello left off. Thompson was officially hired at Arkansas on June the 16th, but he didn't have his formal introduction until Wednesday. The reason why is because he had been on the road recruiting in places like Chicago and Dallas. Thompson says that he's eager to work with the talent that Arkansas has and will soon bring in.
I'm really excited about working with the hitters here, and all the guys coming back and the great talent coming in. You know, Tony did a great job with recruiting and getting a lot of very talented hitters, and you know, that was a big thing for me, was looking at it going, we're gonna have a lot of premium talent to work with.
At the Quicken Loans National, Pro Hog David Lingmerth sat at the top of the leaderboard after shooting a 65 yesterday. He led by 1 stroke at the start today, but he ended the day extending the lead. The 29-year-old birdied 7 times Thursday to finish with a 65. At the 5th now, about 15 feet out, Lingmerth rolls in the birdie putt to move 8 under. 10th now in the rough par 5. This is his 3rd shot. Lingmerth with a nice pitch to set up a birdie. He would sink that one in later. The Pro Hog would finish 10 under, carding his 2nd straight 65. He has just 1 bogey through 2 rounds. Taking a look at the leaderboard, Lingmerth leads, but just by 2 strokes, and there's some fierce competition on his heels. Lingmerth will look to get his 2nd career PGA Tour victory this weekend.